Right now, a strange and unusual incident that leads to a batch of hypodermic needles littering the streets of downtown Madison.
Plus, we're getting you ready for a busy morning tomorrow. The Crazy Legs Classic set to close down several major thoroughfares.
And celebrating the grand opening of a new specialty campsite in Dodgeville. News 3 Now at 6 starts right now.
Whoever did it, it's actually a very serious issue and not a good prank.
Well, watch your step. That advice would have been useful for those walking near downtown Madison yesterday afternoon.
Police tell us they received a number of calls from people yesterday who either found or watched a man drop hypodermic needles on the ground at 3 different downtown locations. Our Brad Hamilton is on State Street tonight talking with those who witnessed this very bizarre incident. Brad?
Eric and Susan, one person we spoke with said that they saw needles scattered all around the ground here on State Street. And he said pretty much everyone around him had the same reaction, thinking this is both odd and serious.
It was at least a dozen from Gorham walking here to Peace Park on the ground, needles somebody had left.
Hypodermic needles everywhere. That's what Mike C. says that he saw on State Street Thursday afternoon. And his first reaction,
what's going on, you know?
Mike wasn't alone in his confusion. Madison police tell us that they received a number of calls from people yesterday who either found or watched a man drop these needles on the ground. In fact, one witness told dispatch they heard this man saying, "You're all going to die," while he was tossing them.
It might be somebody's sense of a joke or something, but it can be a serious issue out this way.
Officers were out patrolling in the area and making sure that no other needles were found on the ground today. Public Health Madison and Dane County didn't have someone available to talk with us, but they did share some advice for if you come across these or other needles and you wanted to help pick them up. First, make sure you use tongs and then aim to grab the middle of the syringe, putting them into a hard, wide-mouth container. Madison police say that they are currently reviewing city cameras in hopes of being able to identify this suspect. And Mike C. hopes that person gets caught.
Whoever did it, it's actually a very serious issue and not a good prank.
Madison police confirmed they do have probable cause to arrest one person, but that arrest has not been made. However, this person does face some serious charges if they are caught.
Brad Hamilton live downtown. Brad, thank you. Bond has been set at $1 million for the man accused of fatally shooting a coworker at Precision Drawn Metals in Janesville earlier this week. 23-year-old Kevin Todd faces 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide and 3 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety. He had worked at the company for only 1 week before that shooting. The man accused of intentionally setting a tiny home on fire at an encampment on Madison's east side has been ruled competent for trial for arson. 37-year-old Jeffrey Jelinski, who was arrested after the fire at the city-sanctioned Dairy Drive encampment last month, faces a felony arson charge in addition to 2 counts of threats to a law enforcement officer. Prosecutors accused Jelinski of intentionally setting fire to the tiny home after being temporarily banned from the facility due to his behavior. Shortly after collecting his belongings, the unit was on fire. Video from the scene allegedly shows Jelinski putting wood inside the moment before the fire started.
Classes are set to resume Monday after a fire damaged a portion of St. Denis Catholic School on Madison's east side yesterday. Today, parish officials say several rooms in the school's lower level suffered water and smoke damage. Damage to the art room and a storage area was extensive. The church and the fellowship hall were not damaged. To weather now, a little bit warmer out today, but we can't quite escape the rain chances, and that will be the story into the weekend as well. Let's check your certified, most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
And the rain has started here in the backyard. Just a light rain right now, but we will see showers and perhaps even a few thunderstorms tonight. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. We had clouds for much of the day, but it's been a high, thin overcast. Those clouds have started to lower and thicken, and now we're starting to see the first batch of rain move in from the south and west, weakening a little bit as it pushes toward Madison, but expect a round of showers this evening and then probably some showers and thunderstorms overnight. Low temperatures this morning started out around 40 degrees, a little above 40 to the south and west of Madison, a little below 40 to the north and east. And high temperatures today generally were between about 60 and 65. Madison and Janesville topped out at 64. Right now, temperatures have dropped into the upper 50s because the rain has started. And by tomorrow morning, be down to the upper 40s. But look for windy conditions overnight into tomorrow, some showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow's showers, high temperature at 60. There's even the possibility for a strong to severe storm tomorrow afternoon. I'll have more on that in the forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. An update tonight. One person has now died from their injuries suffered in a crash on Madison's Whitney Way yesterday. The crash happened just after 2 o'clock in the morning when the vehicle crashed into a tree. 2 adults were inside the car at the time and were taken to the hospital, with one of the adults suffering what police called very significant injuries. Police say the investigation into the crash is still ongoing. A Milwaukee County jury has reached its verdict. Clifton Blackwell was charged with a hate crime, among other things, after throwing acid on a Latino man a couple of years ago after they got into a fight about parking. After about 5 hours of deliberations, the jury made its decision.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Mr. Clifton Blackwell, guilty of first-degree reckless injury.
The 64-year-old faces up to 20 years in prison and has a sentencing hearing for May 18th.
The annual Crazy Legs Classic Run Walk is back tomorrow. Each year, about 12,000 people participate, raising money for the UW Athletic Department. Walkers will start their 2-mile route at about 9:50 a.m., while runners will start their 8K route at about 10:15 at the Library Mall. Both groups will end their routes at Camp Randall Stadium. Now, here's a map of the route, and like every year, there will be several downtown street closures. City officials say the streets most affected by the race will be West Gilman, Langdon, University, West Johnson, North Charter, and West Dayton.
Next at 6, the Wisconsin DNR marking the grand opening of a new equestrian campground at Governor Dodge State Park.
1, 2, 3, go.
The new equestrian campground boasts 20 campsites, 18 with electric hookups. Each campsite includes a high-line hitching post with a cable, a picnic table, and fire ring. Improvements include easier access to maneuver horse trailers and campers. The campground and equestrian trails will be open from May 1st to mid-November.
With this addition, people will be coming, staying longer, experiencing more, not just the horse trails, but the rest that the park has to offer and the attractions in the surrounding area.
Funding for the campground was made possible by the Friends of Governor Dodge State Park, which donated almost $625,000 to the project through their fundraising efforts. Reservations for the new campground are now open through the Wisconsin State Park System.
Actor Willem Dafoe is set to receive an honorary doctorate from UW-Milwaukee next month. Today, university officials say he will receive the Doctorate of Arts on May 22nd when he is slated to speak at the school's 2 graduation ceremonies that day. Dafoe attended UW in 1973 and 74 before leaving to be a part of Theater X, which is an independent experimental theater company. Since then, the Appleton native has appeared in more than 100 films. And tomorrow, if you or someone you know is looking for a job, Kroger, the parent company of Pick and Save and several other grocery chains, is holding a spring hiring event. It'll be held both in person and virtually. It will run from 1 to 5 p.m. and we have a link on our website on how you can take part. The company hoping to fill a total of 23,000 open jobs across all departments at its stores.
SSM Health hosting a special shred event today at its Baraboo location. Employees and the public invited to bring personal and confidential papers for a safe and secure disposal.
We are a mission and value-based organization. 2 of our core values are community and stewardship. And stewardship, we're demonstrating today to preserve the earth and trying to align this as close to Earth Day as possible.
SSM Health partnering with Iron Mountain Information Management for the free event. They hosted a similar event in Madison in October where more than 3,000 pounds of papers were shredded and recycled. And a reminder, the voting for Best of Madison ends tomorrow. You will only be able to vote once per category, so consider your pick and make your vote count. You can find a link where you can cast your last-minute votes on channel3000.com. Still ahead tonight at 6, Ford announces the recall of more than 250,000 vehicles.
Plus, an in-depth look at the current Republican infighting as we head into election season. Stay with us.
It's the big snack sale, Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Cheese and crackers, 4 for only $9. Nabisco snack crackers, 2 for only $4. And Intamin's Little Bites, 2 for only $5. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Everything we love about Wisconsin is under attack. As an Army commander, I served God, family, and country. But the media, they say none of that matters anymore. When I was a kid, every day at school, I took the pledge. In the service, I took an oath. But today, people take a knee. When I was 9 years old, my dad handed me a shovel and put me to work. Nowadays, people get paid to sit on the couch. And back then, you called somebody lazy, it was a huge insult. But today, you get a pronoun wrong, and the liberals want your head. I'm Tim Michels. The radical left, they're destroying everything we love about America. And too many establishment Republicans, they're along for the ride. I'm not some career politician. I'm a self-made businessman who doesn't give a rip about the special interests or their money. I'm Tim Michels. I'm running for governor to turn Madison upside down and take back the freedoms that make Wisconsin great.
Tim Michels for governor. He'll turn Madison upside down.
Save big and get a free YETI cooler at Steinhafels with a qualifying purchase during our 3-day sale. Start with 35 to 50% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture, mattresses, and decor. Save even more when you take advantage of Steinhafels special financing. So come on in to get great deals and a free YETI cooler during the 3-day sale. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Save more at Hy-Vee. Buy 2, get 1 free on select Coke products. Select Frito-Lay chips, only $1.99 when you buy 3. 5-ounce Choice Reserve sirloin fillets, only $2.99. And 8-ounce, only $4.48. Only at Hy-Vee.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back, everyone. A recall notice tonight. Ford Motor Company is recalling more than 250,000 Explorer SUVs in the U.S. because they can roll away unexpectedly while shifted into park. The recall covers certain 2020 through 2022 Explorers. Documents posted today by U.S. safety regulators say the SUVs can roll away even if they are placed in park gear without the parking brake on. Well, there is a civil war brewing in the state Republican Party. Members of the grassroots are demanding changes to the endorsement process at their upcoming state convention.
And now party leaders are feeling the pressure as they weigh changing the rules. Emily Fannin explains more about the GOP divide.
Over the last decade, delegates at the Republican State Convention endorse a candidate they believe has the best chance of winning in November. It's a system that gives the candidate who receives the endorsement a big advantage, essentially full support of the GOP heading into the August primary. But the longstanding tradition has turned into a contentious debate as more than 20 county party leaders are calling to end the practice.
It's a no-brainer, because we feel that no one should be telling us what to vote, who to vote for during a primary.
Russ Otten is the chair of the Sheboygan GOP party, whose members signed a petition for a no endorsement option. They believe the process is exclusionary and doesn't give other candidates a chance to succeed.
I think the system doesn't work if it precludes a winner before anybody has voted.
The party used to offer a no endorsement option before it was eliminated in 2009. In order to secure the Republican Party's endorsement, candidates must receive at least 60% of delegates' votes at the convention. The no endorsement option could make it less likely someone could reach that number.
We don't want an endorsement. We should be able to check a box that says there's no endorsement. And I would just say, frankly, anyone who's fighting against that is introducing unnecessary friction into our party.
Longtime Republicans say adding the non-endorsement option could have disastrous implications for the party who's supposed to have an edge heading into the fall.
I just think it would be crazy if the Republican Party didn't have an endorsement process as well.
Feehan, a member of the Republican Party Executive Committee, says without an endorsement, the party could become irrelevant, especially at a time when Republicans have lost 11 of the last 12 statewide elections.
That's healthy for our political process. We get to know these people in a way nobody else ever will. and we're not just buying politicians on TV like a loaf of bread.
This weekend, the party's rule committee will decide whether to eliminate the endorsement process. If approved, members will have the final say at their May convention.
I think it's going to be fairly close. I don't think there's a consensus out there as to whether or not to have it.
The endorsement process is not the only thing frustrating the party's grassroots.
I think it's Speaker Voss that's starting to cause this division. And maybe people around him should tell him, stop doing this. And that's what this resolution is doing.
O'Brien is a GOP member of the Jefferson County Party, one of several counties calling on Assembly Speaker Robin Voss to resign. The Rochester Republican isn't fazed by the effort, but he is facing pressure from the grassroots and the former president demanding he do more to examine the 2020 election.
I believe the legislature ought to take a very hard look at the option of decertification.
Voss hired Michael Gableman to investigate the election, an effort funded by taxpayers that continues to drag out without many results.
That's where it fell apart. And now it's coming back to haunt him.
While the Republican base is split on both issues, Jefferson doesn't think it's going to rip the party apart.
These are the things that happen in years where the party is strong, where our chances for success in November are great. So I don't really view this as a threat, as a problem.
That was Emily Fannin reporting.
The primary is a little more than 3 months away on August 9th. The general election is in early November. Still to come tonight at 6, Wisconsin is off to a good start when it comes to a new tree planting pledge signed by the governor.
And we'll get a look at your full weekend forecast, including several more chances for rain. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti will join us next. Stay with us.
Rocks in the treetop all day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing this song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, 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 rockin' robin.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Very well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy pickup trucks. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward the eligible purchase of a new Chevy truck with accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
It's like I'm downloading in slow motion. Wish we had better internet.
That's right, it's me, Charlie, WISH specialist for Spectrum. Let's get that wish granted.
How?
Spectrum Internet delivers speeds of 200 megabits for a stronger connection on all your devices. Here, yeah, and here. Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep your kids safe online.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
Why do we need all these remotes? I wish our shows were in one place.
Spectrum TV makes it easy to find your favorites. Plus, you'll have access to over 85,000 titles on demand. And with the free Spectrum TV app, you can watch live sports, news, and more on any device, anywhere.
Get Spectrum TV for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
I wish we didn't have a contract. Granted.
Oh, he's good. Switch to Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-768-4999.
Trust your feet to Morgan's Shoes.
Birkenstock, a trusted name you've come to know, is back in stock. Birkenstock is footwear built for adventure, all-day play, and even an effortless wedge. A new heel with the same great feel. With nearly 250 years in the fine art of shoemaking, choosing Birkenstock means choosing the best in quality, comfort, and craftsmanship.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back, everyone. Wisconsin planted more than 9.3 million trees last year. It comes after the governor signed the Trillion Trees Pledge last Earth Day.
As part of the executive order, the governor pledged the state would, in partnership with public and non-governmental groups, plant 75 million trees and preserve 125,000 acres of forests by the end of 2030. Well, let's go to Gary for a complete look at his rainy weekend forecast. Gary.
Yeah, the showers are already here. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We'll see showers and thunderstorms tonight through Saturday evening, and it also will be windy as well. But as we head into the pretty much all of next week, temperatures will be back in the 50s, so it'll be cool again. And we'll also see some showers, especially in the Monday night, Tuesday time frame and Thursday afternoon into Friday. Tomorrow, of course, the Crazy Legs run. All the festivities right around 10 a.m. to start the race. Everything's pretty much over with by noon. Temperatures will be in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Be prepared for rain and wind. Can't rule out an isolated thunderstorm. If the conditions get bad enough, then they will cancel the race. That will go out on UW Athletics on Facebook and Twitter, so you monitor that. But otherwise, I would just expect for a rainy, windy day. High-resolution Doppler right now shows the showers moving through southern Wisconsin, the first batch to the south and west. Severe thunderstorms erupting across parts of Nebraska and into Kansas, eventually down into Oklahoma and Texas. A number of tornado watches there. Severe weather outlook, a moderate risk of severe thunderstorms or a level 4 risk across parts of northern Kansas into southern or southeastern Nebraska, with enhanced and slight risks to the north and east and to the south and west. So our showers, just the leading edge of the precipitation. The next batch developing in central Iowa. Some thunderstorms will eventually start developing there, and then all of that will move northeastward. Now tomorrow there is a severe weather threat here. Storm Prediction Center has a level 2 risk or a slight risk south and east of Madison, and a marginal or level 1 risk for an isolated severe thunderstorm Madison to the north and west. The afternoon will be critical before the storms develop as far as the severe weather threat. If it stays cloudy and rainy and the temperatures get held down, then the severe weather threat will be much less. Should we see some breaks in the clouds, temperatures get a little warmer than forecast, cold front comes in a little bit later, then we would see a higher severe weather threat. Tornado threat, a 5% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of a point, or about the size of a county from, say, Madison to the south and east, with just a 2% chance outside of that area. As we look at future track rainfall, this is the good news. We're getting a good ½ inch to an inch of rain expected all the way through Sunday morning across most of the Midwest. Not too much, not too little. We're not having any problems with flooding. Of course, having less snow cover last winter really prevented a big spring snowmelt and flooding conditions. Tomorrow, showers, some thunderstorms, high temperature at 60 degrees, also windy as well. On future track, here's the first batch of showers moving through, the next batch, and the next batch after that, just kind of waves coming through tonight into tomorrow. And again, that cold front, here's the front right about, and this is 4:30 p.m., just to the west of Dane County. So once the front comes through, the severe weather threat ends. The severe weather threat is highest ahead of the front, and then you can see the storms moving on out by early to mid-evening. After that, just cloudy skies and cool conditions for Sunday with high temperatures only in the middle 50s. Rainfall amounts, again, about a ½ inch to an inch of rain. Some spots could pick up a little bit more than that in a heavier thunderstorm. Otherwise, we're back to the 50s next week. Some showers from Monday night into Tuesday, maybe a thunderstorm there as well, and chances for showers from Thursday afternoon into Friday, then a little warmer as we head into the end of next weekend.
And coming up in sports, Steve Stricker made his return to golf on the Champions Tour today. Why, it looked like he never left. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopco Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off lenses with the purchase of any frames. Shopco Optical.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
This Mother's Day, buy one 60-minute facial session and get a second session free. Massage envy facials, where better begins.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda, the brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
It's time to update your home with a fresh paint color and new flooring from Menards. DuraClean is an interior paint and primer in one that's washable, scrubbable, and stain resistant. Get a gallon of interior flat paint for $19.48 after 11% rebate. Finish your update with super fast vinyl plank flooring. It's waterproof and available in wood grain and tile look styles. Hurry into Menards to get 11% off all super fast vinyl plank flooring.
Save big money at Menards.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
When it seems like there's nowhere else to turn, they're here to help.
Take people who are floundering about what to do to solve a problem and help them get to a solution.
Meet the members of the News 3 Now Call for Action team, Sunday at 10.
Last November, Steve Stricker suffered a mysterious illness that hospitalized him twice, turned him yellow, and caused him to lose 25 pounds. Since then, he's been working his way back into golf shape, and today, after 6 months away from the game, he made his return to golf. And you couldn't have scripted it any better. He birdied his first 2 holes, and then check out this approach on 10. Stricker just dropping darts. He tapped that in for another birdie. Strick is 5 under. Currently tied for the lead. It's been a pretty good couple of months for Sarah Nurse. Back in February, she led Canada to a gold medal in the Winter Olympics while scoring an Olympic record 18 points in the process. And tomorrow, the former Badger will be the Crazy Legs Classic Grand Marshal. Now, don't worry, Nurse did bring her gold medal to Madison. She says she takes it everywhere. And being back to where it all started on the ice for her, well, that just feels like home.
I am so honored to be the Crazy Legs Grand Marshal. I think that it's such a cool thing that I'm able to do. I've gotten to see a lot of amazing people since I've been back, and being back in Madison has been so special. I literally got in yesterday and I was like, oh, I feel like I'm home. So seeing the place I used to eat, seeing where I used to walk, like there are just so many memories here, so many amazing memories, and Madison is just really all-encompassing for me, and it's always going to have a special place in my heart.
The 10-hour bus ride back from Youngstown is one the Madison Capitals won't forget for a while. The boys swept the Phantoms to advance to the Eastern Conference semifinals. That series against Chicago starts tomorrow night, and it's crazy to think that this team didn't play a game last year. Now they're having the best season in franchise history, and that history part is something the Madcaps want to continue to make.
We try not to think too much about what other people think about us and all the success we've had this year, because at the end of it, we don't want it to end. We want to keep having success. We want to be the first team in history to make playoffs and win more than one series. So we just take it one step at a time and enjoy every moment of it.
We just kind of try to focus on making more history and winning more hockey games and staying here for as long as possible and getting to enjoy it.
And it's day 2 of the NFL draft. The draft just got underway. This was supposed to be the Packers' first pick in the 2nd round, but they moved up to pick 34, and they drafted their receiver, NDSU, Christian Watson. So they finally drafted an offensive player. We were waiting for it all yesterday.
Especially the receiver.
Yeah, they needed that.
We'll see what they do. We'll figure out how many picks they got left and all that.
It's crazy.
Rounds 2 and 3 tonight. That's it. All right, Gary, final check.
Got some showers out there. There's the live view from the Edgewater Sky Camp. Starting to see some rain there. Moving into southwestern Wisconsin. One batch of showers moving through Madison right now. So expect off and on showers and thunderstorms tonight.
All right, Gary, thank you. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening and a good weekend. See you back here at 10.